Hello everybody, my name's Scott. I'm the lead developer of the Lost Gardens project, and I thought today would be a good day, given that it's almost Christmas, to do a little update video before the holidays. So I'm pretty much just going to take you through the game, explain what it's about, what's going on, and what's in our future. So this is our game world. Player controls are used through WASD for movement, uh, up, down, left, right, and the caretaker will face wherever the mouse faces. So for combat, we'll be using uh, grenades, ranged weapons, and melee. That's a placeholder sword there, but we also have this little guy. He's a companion, and we got a basic dialogue system in. It doesn't do much right now. More or less just there to make sure it works. It's doing what's supposed to be doing. I'll be putting some dialogue in later. Weapon selection is done through the mouse scroll, so you can scroll up or down to select your weapon. And I'm just getting a bit more into inventory these days, because we want to, this doesn't work yet, but we want to be able to select various items and things you pick up throughout the world. So, yeah, here's some seeds that you can pick up. See? If you have a seed and use a grenade, oh, not that one. There we go. You can plant something. The reason I could not plant over there, but I can plant over there, is this world right now is divided into two planes, so I can test different things. In our game, once you take over a certain area, we're going to fill it all with color and life and grassy bits and what have you, so that you can go around and plant the various seeds you find in the world for experience points. But for testing purposes, I just have the grounds tagged separately so that it's easier for me to just make sure it's working. If I come over here, oh yeah, see, this is labeled bad ground, so normally this is what you'll encounter. These are our first enemy bits. These are ranged enemies. We're going to have melee enemies and area of effect enemies as well. And we do have a lot of the logic built for combination enemies, so it'd be like melee and ranged, or melee and area of effect. As you can see, companion guy here will also attack enemies if they're present, and we can attack them too. They're not doing damage to me right now because it gets really irritating when they do damage and I'm trying to figure something out and I keep dying because I'm not paying attention. So they do damage, I just have it turned off. And we can kill him with the sword. So the idea is that different enemy types that you encounter will have strength and weaknesses to different weapon sets. So I haven't gotten into too much gameplay testing as to how it's going to go down, but the initial idea is that ranged guys will be weak to melee attack, because I don't think the serpent looking thing would really like a sword to the head. Ranged guys will be weak to, melee guys will be weak to area effect, which is our little grenade there. I don't know why it's, I found a bug. And then area of effect will most likely be weak to ranged. So, yeah, as you can see, we got a little mechanic here. When you use your grenade and the ground's bad, you can color the world. Excuse me. As you can see, it's 9:30 in the morning. I've already been at it for a little while, so having some coffee. So it's basically an adventure game. We do have a karma system, so depending on your interactions in the game, different things will happen. The environment will evolve and change differently. So up here we got, well, we're testing for some walls, how we want to build walls. The perspective in the game is, it's a 3D environment and everything's angled towards the camera. So we're a little concerned how we're going to go about fixing those hard edges there. I think we got a pretty good idea. This is just a little test. And up here, we've got our, did I pick up all the seeds? Well, you see what they do. Oh, you went through the wall there. Okay. We can go explore our first dungeon, which is incredibly exciting, as you can see. So, I got a bit of a fog of war. Right now it's a little... Here, I can fix that. Yeah, there we go. So, the player goes into caves or dungeons without... Oh, that's cool. Messes up the user interface too. I'll have to fix that. But anyways, when they go into the cave, if they don't have one of the first items that the player is going to get is a lantern, and if they don't have this lantern, then their field of view is very restricted. And in our super exciting dungeon, we have our first puzzle, which is a color matching puzzle. And we went with a color matching puzzle because the first dungeon is going to be based off of Fear of the Unknown, and I thought not knowing the correct order for this would make for a good puzzle. So once you complete it, then something will happen, a door will open, or you'll get an item or a key, or what have you. And yeah, so right now as it stands, we're I'm working on getting the inventory stuff figured out, and as I go along, working on some bugs and visuals that are working. Once I get the inventory going, get the lantern done, get those seeds all doing what they're supposed to do. Different seeds are going to spawn different plants, which will give you different experience that you can then spend on upgrading your attack speed or defense abilities, which are, I guess, yeah, that'll be the next thing. Once I get all that stuff, we do have experience, so it'll just be a matter of building the logic to grab that experience and apply it to the player controller's statistics. Then once we got that done, I'm not sure what we'll start working on. I might be in a good position to start putting the dungeon layout and doing some level design and getting that figured out, build the world out a little bit more. And I think that's just about it for now. I'll include links on the bottom or in the comments or wherever to we right now have the game up in the Greenlight concept page. So we're looking to get some, I guess, early feedback and suggestions on the game before we get too far. So if there's something you see and you like, let us know. If there's something you don't like, let us know, and we'll see if we can't fix that or change whatever it is. And if you really happen to like the game, please go to our website at rabbitholestudios.ca and subscribe, because we're shooting for alpha testing by the end of January. So we're looking for people to help us test the game and look for bugs. It's all about quality assurance. We don't want to make a garbage game that breaks all the time. So thanks for watching, and let us know what you think.